Hey YouTube, welcome back to Love for Crypto. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of very positive stuff. Just absolutely loads of great stuff going on about. But first, before I jump into that, I want to just put out there that the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, are becoming very bullish on blockchain. Even having Ripple's name being thrown out there as well, and for them to be putting statements on about what cryptocurrencies are and the role that they will play in the future. Obviously we've got the Federal Reserve on top of that as well. It's just looking great. It's looking like we're at the point now where the big banks, the big entities in the world, the big organisations that matter, the SEC for example, all the regulating bodies worldwide, the IMF, of course, I mean, you know, they're in very close proximity with the central banks. Ripple working with 40 to 50 central banks. It's just bullish statement after bullish statement after bullish statement at the moment. I mean, we've got SBI VC that launched today, last night in Japan, Monday. Obviously that's another institutional doorway for you know, for big money in that respect, for institutions, possibly hedge funds, pension funds, that sort of thing. And then obviously we had the LMAX exchange, the UK exchange, again offering the same sort of services. A lot of people may be expecting that big jump instantly as soon as the, you know, the exchange launches, but it doesn't work like that. It's sort of, you know, the tools have been put in place for the institutions now, but it's still just a case of wait and see. We've still got to get confirmation from regulating bodies, SEC, the commodities future trading, whatever it is. It's another one in America anyway. So I'm British, so it's FCH over here for us, Financial Conduct Authority. But yeah, obviously, like I say, in respect to regulations, again, it's looking good again. At least we're getting regulated. We've got the bodies viewing the crypto space, and that's the main thing about, you know, obviously Ripple working closely with a lot of them anyway, with regulating bodies. They believe obviously working with the regulators is how you will truly flourish, which obviously is shown previously in the past. And then again, Ripple have just announced today they're donating $50 million to universities worldwide for research in blockchain. I mean, that's a 50 million for universities. Now we have 29 million for the Donors Choose organisation, which is a charity, obviously, which funded all those school accounts and all the fundraisers there. And they put 20 million down for startups, as well as creating the Spring Initiative. They're really putting all the main foundations set in place for blockchain to take off worldwide. Not that it's not, but on a serious level now. Education, I mean, it's who is an expert on blockchain? You know, there's now going to be university courses that can be covered where you can get granted that as a title in that respect. It's just, I'm starting to believe that I've invested in, obviously I'm invested in XRP, but I'm invested in Ripple emotionally, if you want to put it that way. You know, and I'm starting to believe that they could potentially be the biggest and greatest business to have ever walked this planet in that respect. What they're doing, I mean, you look at Apple, the likes of, I'm not trying to say there's no other charitable organisation out there. I know obviously the Bill Gates Foundation does a lot of work for charities, but you know, there's a lot of people out there, you know, stating that Ripple could be a scam, XRP is a scam, it's a pump and done. They're giving back out to the world, to the community, to the development of blockchain and where it's going to go. They're doing absolutely everything right as a company. It's just sick, absolutely fucking sick, the shit that is going on at the moment, and there's just no fucking who knows about it. And if they do, they just rub it off as if it's a load of bollocks. You know what I mean? My mates think I am genuinely deranged and deluded, and I've bought into this pyramid scheme, and do you know what I mean? And it's just like, obviously, you know, all of us in the XRP community, we dig deep, we dig hard, we're in it daily, every fucking day. I'm starting to make mates in social media and speak to them more than I do with some of my mates, just because of what we've got in common. And it's just, It's just an unbelievable revolution that the world needs to know about. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm stating these facts to you. Obviously, there's a lot of people doing it now, and it's great. I love watching new inputs. Obviously, you've got DM Logic, who's another one who started coming in. Really down to earth guy, modest, great. You know, it's another method of input in Ripple and XRP, and I'm not the only one. There's loads. There's just fucking everywhere now. The Twitter community is just unbelievable. Like the support, it sounds proper damp, if you know what that means. In Britain, it's a bit like soppy. Like, do you know what I mean? Everyone's like proper cradling each other. Like, it's warm. It's warming. It's fucking weird actually to explain. I mean, coming from my background, who I am, people who actually know me, who are listening to this, will be thinking, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what's he going on about there? But I've stepped into a realm where I just can't return it. I'm in it. I've been suckered into it now. I just can't escape it. It's just like, oh, it's hard to explain. Hard to explain, people. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who feel exactly what I'm on about though when I do say that, but it's just looking great for Ripple now. I mean, what we got two institutional exchanges operating now. Yeah, okay, it's only early doors. Don't expect a big massive huge influx of money to just come pouring in, you know, as much as you might cross your mind. It's crossed my mind, but realistically, you know, it's a wait and see situation still for them, but they've got the tools that they needed. You've got Coinbase, they're going down the exact same avenue, and it won't be long, but I reckon by the end of this year we'll have a good 6-7 institutional cryptocurrency exchanges, and it's just the gateways we need for not just speculative money to start coming in from retail people. Obviously it's going to be speculatively driven to some sort of degree, but if you could just use your imagination and see exactly the target case, what XRP is attacking, it is more of a utility than a speculation. You're investing in utility. These big companies, these banks that are transferring billions every day, you know, they're not buying XRP speculatively. If they do decide to buy it, they're buying it for utility driven, and it's saving them money. The saving is unreal what they're making. Like I say, unreal. Who else? What other cryptocurrency, crypto asset out there is doing anything anywhere near what Ripple have? They booted down the doorway and they've just gone marching in straight. They're just absolutely annihilating the marketplace. And I'm not surprised when people say 90% of all the cryptocurrencies will disappear and that, because when you've got an entity like Ripple which is just attacking every fucking reach of the globe, try to get XRP, you know, adopted for different use cases, by what that's trying to concentrate on its own, then you know what I mean, it's just absolutely taking the market down one by one. And it'd be interesting to see what happens when we get full regulation and full utility being driven through XRapid, customers actually using it, not just a speculative method. I think what will happen is once banks and financial institutions start using it, and there is a sort of price jump, you know, that moves forward, I think you'll then start seeing institutional investors and then realising that it is actually a great store of value in that respect. You know, if you've just got a couple of institutions and it affects the price, what's going to happen when all the banking institutions in the world are operating on XRapid? It's, you know, it's one of those, and if smart investors can see that and can see that potential happening, they will put money in, and it's just a case of waiting. So it's just looking good again. Ripple 50 million donation to charity, absolutely unreal again for universities to obviously get that. Which it's hard to find people in this space at the moment. I've got the expertise that are required, but if we can educate and, you know, sort of groom people into cryptocurrency education, then it's only going to be better for the future of blockchain.